Hello everyone. Today's video is a bit off the usual topic. We're here to crack the mystery of ELO Hell in Overwatch. With the new ranking system, people are placed much closer to people on the same skill level as them. It's hard to hear, but it's true. Now, Season 1 did affect your placement for Season 2, so if you ranked 55 or so, you were probably put in Platinum, even if you went negative in your placement games. Thanks to the tie system though, I got placed 40 points below Plat. Did I ever get to Plat? Of course not. I got up to 2472, then went down to 2250, then went back up to 2450, then down to 2300, then all the way up to 2480. It was a struggle, but I stuck around the same place for the first 40 games. Clearly, this is where I'm supposed to be. But after listening to the group chat and counting the number of people I blocked due to harassment, I want really hard to believe that I'm better than that. And I think that's what we all want to think. Whether you're the angry person thinking the team isn't playing seriously enough, or if you're the quiet type that thinks the vocal are childish and hope getting into a higher rank will bring a friendlier environment. Either idea is toxic. It angered me enough to unbind my chat button to stop me from typing altogether. But does it really matter? Communication is blocked out either way, and the game is up to each person to decide what hero they are best at to fill the role they need to play. If you're not comfortable with all of the roles of Overwatch yet, it is better to pick a hero fast and declare that the team needs to pick around you. But honestly, in my opinion, you absolutely must be able to play each role with 2 heroes or more before you can play competitive mode. They need something like a hero mastery system like you see in Smite to check that people have played 20 matches or so with each role so they can fill everyone comfortably. But for now, you can choose to be proactive or reactive in picking heroes. Picking reactively allows everyone to pick their more confident heroes, and you can help fix all the holes in the team composition as best you can. But in the end, it's still a team game, with trolls, leavers, game crashes, and teams unwilling to switch heroes to beat an enemy composition. Here's my story of what I experienced as I saw a vast range of ranks and levels. While I was around 2400, I teamed up with friends in Plat. I got to see games that are like around 2800. It's much quieter. Not because people are less angry, but because people pick heroes and fill roles properly that there's no issues to discuss from the beginning. When people talk, it is quick and important. People call out flanks as they see the enemy disappear so that the correct people can react. When teams almost wipe or key heroes are killed, teammates pull back to wait for another full team push. And if games aren't going their way, there's a much higher chance they will discuss how to counter the key problem. When I played in that ranked range, I picked heroes much more reactively, but won way more often. Out of 23 games, I won 16. These were different groups of games with different friends, so I was the common factor. All in all, it was a better experience. A small sample of games, but large enough out of the 100 total games that I've played to be outside the standard deviation. So once I hit 2478, I only needed one more game to join the Platinum Club, so I kept playing. Even if I lost the next game, surely I was close enough to get up past 2500 in the next few. Note that this was at 6 AM on Labor Day. Suddenly I hit a brand new player base. Super tired people that are also up at 6 AM, or people with names I couldn't read. Take note on this. The time of day is a huge factor on how your teams will turn out. The next 15 games were a mess of no communication or people crazy tired and high on top of that. The Chinese, Korean, or whatever players, sorry I couldn't read your names, disconnected constantly, and the tired Americans gave up early and left mid-game to go to bed. Suddenly I was down to almost silver rank at 2085. Not proof of ELO Hell, but a lesson learned nonetheless. But now I'm down to a below average ranking. There was a huge difference the next day. First off, there was a surprising amount of communication. Every game had about 4 to 5 people on voice chat, and many more were in groups. It was much more self-centered though. Duo queues would pick weird heroes that they know how to use together, but the rest of the team only complained and picked their own heroes that may or may not have filled the missing roles. A lot of the games I played that day were 1 healer, 1 tank, and 4 damage dealers, as opposed to the 2-2-2 set I saw on every match in Platinum. And Hanzos everywhere. Ugh. The only way I found to stand a better chance was to be more assertive in the picking stage. Instantly picking my best roles for each map allowed my skill to be more effective. Even then, it's been tough to come back. After 30 games, I only got back up to about 2350. So, does ELO Hell exist? It feels that way. Because of toxicity, it's hard to distinguish. At lower ranks, it is harder to rank up even if you are a better player. You have to have a completely different playstyle and learn to ignore unimportant team chat. Once you get to a certain point, you'll find you can be more reactive. As the chat becomes less toxic, you can plan and help out pre-mades better as teams are able to put together full team compositions by themselves. Once you start hitting your peak, you'll see that you're becoming the weak link on your team. Your pick style might become solely reactive to help everyone else do their best. Just be honest with yourself when you mess up and see how crucial those mistakes were. I think when you hit that point, you will have found your real top placement, and you'll be surprised how far you got. So maybe being able to queue into 2800 games with my friends showed me that I could be in that rank, if not higher. The only way I'll know is to keep trying and know when to take a break. Seriously, 15 in a row? Why didn't I stop at like 3? I am truly a masochist when it comes to competitive games. Anyways, I hope this helps anyone frustrated at their current rank. Let me know in the comments on what you think and how you personally pulled yourself out of ELO Hell.